there ain't no stopping us.
It's Cassidy, and we're here with the Hype.EXE, and I'm talking with Jenny Parks. And tell me a little bit about yourself, Jenny.
Well, I'm actually a scientific illustrator, but I mostly draw cats.
So as you can see, Jenny illustrates a lot of different pop culture, but with cats. Yes. So where did that idea come from?
Well, it's kind of just something I used to do for fun when I was a kid. I didn't like drawing people so much, so I would like draw my favorite characters as cats. So it's just something that I just like to do, and it just kind of became what I do for a job. So that's pretty awesome, I think.
So do you have any cats?
I actually have one cat so far. I grew up with cats, so it's like cats are in my blood almost. So I'll probably have more once I can have more, but I have one right now. Her name's Mab.
Do you use her for reference?
I actually don't. I'll draw her sometimes, but I haven't like used her as a character yet because I haven't figured out like what she can be. So once I figure out like what kind of character she would fit, then I would probably do one, but not yet. Yeah.
So how did you kind of get started with like Comic Cons and kind of advertising your art that way?
So the Comic Cons I actually like kind of slipped in because my brother used to have a comic book store, and he already had a booth at San Diego Comic Con. And he just asked me one day if I wanted to try sell it, because I had a piece that was the Doctors as Cats, which is technically my first one, sort of. I was doing other ones before that, but that's the one that I first started with the Comic Cons. So I made a few prints of that, had some buttons, like that was it for the first Comic Con I ever did. And people really responded well to it and like wanted to see more cats. So I was like, all right, let's do more cats.
What would you say is like your biggest challenge as an artist?
Biggest challenge? For me, it's been like actually creating new art. I'm kind of slow with creating new stuff, but it's like there's so much stuff I want to do, and it's like people are always asking for new stuff, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then like it takes me like a month to do one, you know. So that's probably the biggest challenge for me right now. Yeah.
What's been like the most rewarding experience?
Just like the responses from people. Like people say like how happy it makes them, and it's like that's like the best thing you can hear as an artist. It's just like the appreciation of people like what you do. So
do you do commissions? Do people ask you to draw their cat all the time?
Yes. I get a lot of people asking. I do commissions in kind of like a little chunks. So like I'll open commissions and I'll like take a few and then I'll stop doing it for a while, just to like kind of takes a lot of time. So I do commissions, but kind of a little bit at a time. Yeah.
What would you say is like your favorite thing to draw or do or put cats in?
To put cats in? Well, my favorite show right now is Hannibal. So I did a Hannibal cat piece, which I don't know, you can show it later, but that one was a lot of fun for me to do, like, because I just love the show so much. So I kind of like put all these elements into it that are Hannibal related, and it was just a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah. How do you decide what kind of cats go with what kind of character?
It depends. Sometimes I just know. Like, there's a Captain Picard cat, and I was like, okay, he's going to be a hairless cat, obviously. Sometimes I just have to, like, look at pictures of cats and, like, compare them to the character and be like, oh, this one kind of looks like that person, and so that's kind of how it works.
How would you describe, like, your process from, like, start to finish?
So it starts like, okay, I figure out what the cat's going to be. I do a sketch, like a really rough sketch, and then I do a more detailed sketch, and then I scan that into the computer. I do inks and then the painting all in Photoshop. Yeah.
And like, what would you say is like your most popular cat that people always like gravitate towards?
The Avengers.
Yeah, the Avenger cats.
Or the Cat Avengers, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, people love that one. I think it's, I don't know, I think it's the Hulk, like that people just think that's the funniest thing, and I do too, actually. I think it's a lot of fun.
And if you could tell anybody who stops by your booth one thing about you and your art, what would you tell them?
I draw cats. That's usually what I tell people. It's like, I draw cats for a living.
And do you have a favorite superhero?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know. That's just too hard. There's too many.
Too hard.
Yeah, there's too many. I don't know.
Like
Favorite.
a favorite cat then? Like
A favorite cat superhero?
superhero cat?
Let's see. I like the Captain America cat.
Captain America cat.
Yeah.
There you go. And where can people find your work?
Online, I have a website, which is just jennyparks.com. Yeah, and I have a Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and all that stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll make sure to link that. And this has been Jenny Parks Illustration.
Thank you.
Thank you.